Good morning. Hello, world. I was a little early on that. You know why? Because I'm excited. I am, number one, I am solo today. No men on either side of me, though I love my men. I'm not trying to say that's bad. It is Women's History Month, so I am hereby deeming the station 1210 the woman, not the man. Okay, we got to say the man because it's their call letters in there. However, for this hour, it is 1210 the woman. It is Women's History Month. I'm here solo. Ladies' night. I'm sitting in Robert's spot. Y'all noticed that, right? And life is good. So good morning, everybody. How you doing? We got a little crisp air out there. Maybe that's why I'm so hyped. I'm on my second cup of coffee. I really think it's because I'm here solo and I don't have Robert just telling me to stop talking about women's issue and stop saying financial planning for women and all that good stuff. And so listen, I want you listeners, I want you guys to go back and tell him that I deemed it the woman, and we're going to do a show today about women because it's Women's History Month, and every Saturday this month, we're going to talk about women's issues, whether he likes it or not, and tell him I said it. Good morning, everyone. Life is good. Boy, oh boy. The only thing anybody's talking about is the coronavirus or COVID-19. You know, I didn't know, Isaac, that Corona beer sales have been down like over 30%, almost 40%. People are calling it the Corona beer, the coronavirus beer. Poor company. How unfortunate is it that one day you wake up and a virus is named after your product? That's bad. That's awful. It is affecting the economy. It is affecting the markets. It is affecting our behavior. Do you know that Perel hand sanitizer is surging on Amazon, the price? They're gouging people. You can't find it in the store, hand sanitizers. This is, man, I tell you, this is why we always say prepare for the worst. Because one day life is going great, and the next day we got something called coronavirus that's wreaking havoc on the economy, on flying. Yes, there's deals out there, but I don't know if I want to be in that tin box 30,000 feet up and just a cesspool of I don't know. Manhattan, restaurants, Chinese, Thai, they're down 50% their business because people's behavior, they're linking it to people of Asian descent, Chinese, and their business is down 50%. You wake up, you work hard. So I have a soft spot for entrepreneurs. We work hard. We think we make the best brownie. We think we have the best mousetrap. We go out there. We do our thing. We're entrepreneurs. We're thinkers. And something like this comes up and knocks you down. And your business is down 50%, not of your doing, but something you have no control over. That breaks my heart. And it's hard, boy. I tell you, entrepreneurs, they're made up of some special type of tiger blood because it's hard out there. But let's not panic. You know, let's just wash our hands. Stop gouging on the hand sanitizer. Stop it. This is not right. It's just, we're going to be okay, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, they canceled Kali Ocho. And they canceled Ultra Music Festival. I think the fair is still going on. It's just very, very interesting. And as our theme song says, it's all about the money. They're giving some grants to some of the vendors that were part of Kali Ocho because, you know, you prepare for an event all year. You buy products. The neighboring restaurants and cafes, they're all prepared, and then it's canceled. So it's listen, let's get through it together. Let's try understanding. There's no particular group or demographic that caused this. Let's just continue to try to keep our heads about it. I tell you, Women's History Month, I'm so excited. I tell you, you know, we still have 54% of households headed by women only. There's still a pay gap. We're working hard towards it, but we have a lot of work to do. How exciting is this latest fallout of the presidential candidates on the Democratic side. So we have no more women. We started out with 6, I believe. And did you hear Elizabeth Warren's concession? She just said, she was almost in tears. And she said that, maybe in 4 more years, she can look at those little girls and say someone will do it one day. I don't know. People keep telling me America will not vote for a woman. I don't know. You know what? I probably do, but I don't want to accept it. I don't want to tell myself that's not going to happen because I want to keep hope alive. I'm going to keep hope alive. We will have a female president. It will not be in 2020 or 2021, but it's going to happen. I feel good about it. I really do. So congratulations to all those women that were in the Democratic primary and that they did their best. They tried. They broke records. I mean, with 6 candidates started out, 6 females, that's excellent. 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 Speaking of a woman making moves, one of my favorite shows, if I can't say my favorite, Judge Judy. Anybody else other than me love Judge Judy? I love me some Judge Judy. She's no nonsense. The highest rated show, especially daytime, the court reality, 25 years. 25. She's calling it quits. She's hanging up her robe. And she's walking away with, guess how much, you guys? I mean, first of all, she was getting paid over $20 million per season. She's walking away with a fortune of $440 million. My Judge Judy. Just for telling people off. Can you imagine having a career where you walk away with almost $500 million for fussing people out and calling them idiots and saying, sit down, and I'm not talking to you? I loved her because she was just no nonsense. But she's leaving after 25 seasons and walking away with $440 million fortune. Good for her. Good for you, Judge Judy. If you are a first-time listener, this is Understanding Money. We are the Henderson Financial Group. We are a full-service financial planning company. We've been in business over 27 years. Robert Henderson Jr. is the founder and president. And for us, it's not just a moment, it's a movement. We've been talking about money and wealth and financial literacy, before it was a common everyday topic. We've been preaching, we've been talking, we've been doing workshops, we've been doing free seminars. We've been helping generations after generation for 27 years, almost as long as Judge Judy's show. And we believe in the fact that it's not my rule. I didn't make it up. Don't shoot the messenger. But everything comes back to money. It's not how it should be, but that's how it is. Even when you talk about love and relationships, I'm sorry to say, and everybody knows, yes, I've been married twice. Yes, I will get married again. No, I don't know to who or the time or the person, but I will. And Robert used to get on my case for saying, I will not apologize for wanting someone with as much, if not more than what I have. I'm sorry, I work very hard. I will not apologize for that. Unapologetically me. So at the end of the day, we've been doing this, we meaning the Henderson Financial Group, for over 27 years. We love what we do. I'm Linda V. Harris, Vice President, Robert's sister-in-law. He's been married to my sister for almost 30 years. I've known him since we were in 8th grade, and I was a cheerleader at Shabani Park, and he played football, and my dad coached him, and he's just been like a brother to me, and like I said, married to my sister, and we love him dearly. But we love what we do. We really, really do, and we care, and you know what? We're the best at it. How about that? We're good at it because we care. We're independent, which means we don't push a product. We don't have a quota to meet. We're not like those big box firms. There's nothing wrong with them. They do great work, but we're independent, so we can sell all of their products, but we're not mandated to sell them. We don't have to. I can't just say I only can sell you XYZ mutual fund. I can sell you all of them because we're independent. And we look at you as an individual. We sit you down. Where are you now? Where do you want to be? And let's make sure we get you there. Let's come up with a plan to get you there. And baby, if you work your plan, you will get there. But sometimes it's hard for people to work their plan and stay on track. I mentioned probably 3 weeks ago that I hired a nutritionist, speaking of working my plan. Because, I've always been around size 4, 6, size 2s are long gone. And, as you get older, stuff spread and get a little thicker. And I was like, oh my God, I have a very expensive wardrobe. I am not buying any more clothes. So I go out and I'm trying to run and I'm thinking it's going to snap back. But guess what? It's not snapping back. So I go hire a nutritionist, speaking of working your plan. And she gives me a great plan. I'm down about 5 pounds. Don't laugh at me. That's a lot for me. I have cheated a little bit. I've had a glass of wine or two. But I'm going to work that plan because I got to get in my clothes. This is not right. I will get in my clothes. Anyway, work your plan. We come up with a plan for you, the individual. And if you work it, if you stick to it, you'll meet your goal, just like I'm going to meet my weight goal. Now, let's talk about, again, it's Women's History Month. We're talking about money. Venture capitalists, angel funding. There's still a huge gap in it. Now, the good news is that 21 companies hit what we call unicorn status, which is $1 billion or more. So that's great. But the bad news is female-only founded companies raised just $6 billion in funding in 2019, while male-funded founders raised $195 billion. So, Robert, as you keep saying, Linda, there's no such thing as financial planning for women and men. Again, when we're talking about startup money, female-only companies raise $6 billion. That's a lot. That's great. But male-only companies raised $195 billion. So that's very interesting. And because of that, power players like Serena Williams and Gwyneth Paltrow, they started something called Business for All campaign. And that's to help women-owned companies and LGBTQ entrepreneurs with disabilities and military to give them startup funds, not really give, but allow them access to startup funds. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, really important to include and be inclusive of all, because it's costing us money. It really is costing us money. I want to talk about one of the things we mentioned, that we, meaning Robert and I, we always talk about, again, is there a difference in financial planning for women versus men? I say there is. And while he's not here today to contradict me and to say anything opposite, I'm going to roll out. Okay? Yes, there is a difference between financial planning for women and men. Again, this is Understanding Money. I'm Linda V. Harris, the Vice President of the Henderson Financial Group. We are a full-service financial planning company, and we love what we do. I have a sweet spot for women. Love my men. I got to keep saying that. Love them, love them, love them. But there is a difference. There is a difference. See, because let me take you through just the whole steps of growing up and getting comfortable in your skin as a female in America. You start out, you're 8 years old. I remember fighting with my brothers and thinking I can beat them. I didn't notice that, at 6 years old, all that gender stuff and girls supposed to do this. You don't know that. You're just out there playing. And so you're playing and you think you can just fight like them until someone tells you at about age 10, wait a minute, you're supposed to be seen, not heard. You're supposed to wear pigtails and pink. You can't do what the boys do. When someone tells you you can't do something at that early age, it seeps in you. You know what I'm saying? So we start out equal, coming out the womb, and we're just playing, we're just kids until you get to about age 10. And then the world starts telling you what you can't do because of your gender. And then you go through this whole thing of your body changing and getting insecure about that, and puberty and pimples. And then the whole world starts selling every product based on the woman's looks. So then you become insecure about that. And then you're told you're supposed to find Prince Charming. He's going to ride in on a horse. And you're going to have 2.5 kids, 1 dog, a white picket fence, and you're supposed to be a good wife. Men, y'all don't understand what that's like to just hear that all your life. Imagine instead of hearing that, you hear you can do it. Don't be so consumed with what people think or your looks, or don't try to fit into a size 2 all the time. Imagine growing up hearing that you can become an Olympic skier, or president of a $1 billion company, or produce that movie that won an Oscar or an Emmy. I mean, what if someone told you you will be a Broadway star despite your gender? So I say all this, and follow me, I'm going somewhere with it. As we start getting in the workforce, now the real competition starts. And ladies, we got to admit, can we talk? We can be so cruel to each other. I remember working for the city of Miami. Man, I had about maybe 3 ladies there that just tortured me on a daily basis. Just, you see what she wearing. You get flowers delivered there. They searching who sent it. It was really bad. We can be mean to each other. So now you're going through that whole female corporate structure where we try to be just as mean as the men, because we're told and we think that's the way to climb the ladder. So either you do it by becoming cozy with the boss, which is not good. That has all other kind of psychological issues. That's another show. Or we just claw each other's eyes out. So now we're going through that. Remember, I took you from 6-year-old to 10-year-old to being a tween in school and told, and you trying to fit in and look a certain way. So now you're in the corporate structure and you're spending money on these expensive hairdos and your cars and your wardrobe, all because, again, society, since you were 10, said this is what you're supposed to do to nab a man, and we don't like each other over men. It is very difficult. So now we're earning money. Yay! With 6 figures, okay, women? And nobody told us in all this time that it's not about your looks or how much you make, it's what you're worth. It's your net worth. No one told us to ask for stock options instead of that salary. No one told us to check to see what your male counterpart was making. No one told us that. We're so busy being mean to each other that we're not talking amongst each other and comparing salaries and trying to come together to for our cause. So when we do start making the money, we don't know what to do with it. About stock options and ETFs. We haven't learned about index annuities. We think it's just too complicated. We don't know that we need to get a trust. We think, when I get married, then I'll get serious. You know how many times I've had ladies, when I look at, they're making well over 6 figures and they have nothing saved. Maybe your 401k they've been contributing to, but nothing outside of that. And I say, what are you doing? Well, I'll just wait till I get married. I figure I'll get serious when I get in a serious relationship. We got to stop defining ourselves like that. Now, I must admit, because, I'm tell it like it is, the first time I got married was really for love. And to be honest with you, I don't want to love like that again, because I thought I could pay my light bill with love. I thought Publix took love for payment. You know, the car note, what do you mean? We in love. But now, when I get married for the third time, it's going to be we're going to talk about coins. Now, I'm not saying I will love him, but I will love him with money. I'm sorry, unapologetically. And another thing we want to stop doing, ladies, we're nurturers by nature. We give birth. We really do. The world multiplies because of us. So we need a little help. So because of that, we want to take care of everybody. You know, nephew need money, got kicked out, come live with auntie. Niece can't pay a car payment, I got you. Mom need to go to the doctor 3 times a day, even though my schedule is tight, I'll fix it. I got you, I'll fix it, at the detriment of our own mental health and financial wealth. We are the fixers. We want to make sure everything and everybody is good. But what about you? Again, unapologetically, take care of you first. Because if you're not well, you're not going to be able to help anybody else. So when Robert says financial planning for women is different than men, it's not different, it is different. Because we come with a whole nother set of life experiences. We come with a whole nother set of expectations from others around us. We come from a whole nother set of what the world and the media has taught us about ourselves, or what we should think about ourselves. And we're still not where we should be on this whole pay scale. Now, I don't know about you, listeners, and I want you to call in and let me know what you think. The call-in number here is 786-633-5927. 786-633-5927. I am hereby declaring this 1210 the woman. I know it's 1210 the man, that's the call-in. But today, I am solo, no Robert, no Keith. It is Women's History Month. How do I not take advantage of this situation and say 1210 the woman in my Oprah voice? What I was saying is, what I want you to do, ladies, think about this. Again, call in 786-633-5927. Is it just me, or are you feeling a little bit of, we're starting to get it when it comes to collaboration over competition? Is it just me, or is something different in the air? And I'm finding more women saying, let's work together. I'm finding that barrier of competition and clawing at each other breaking down a little bit. Is it just me, or are we women really finally getting it? That if we just do business with each other, we can create so many millionaires out there? Is it just me, or is this whole wave of female entrepreneurs and all these workshops and empowerment and all, is it working? I may submit to you it might be, because I'm feeling a little different. I'm not alone in this thinking of collaboration over competition. It's very interesting. Let me know if you feel it too. 786-633-5927. Now, everyone knows, if you don't, I'll tell you now, that not only am I a board member of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, I'm on the board of directors, but I am still the chairwoman of the Women's Business Council, okay? Hashtag Women Wisdom Wealth. That's our hashtag. So our signature event is Little Black Dress and Pearls, Women Wisdom and Wealth. It's July 11th this year. That's a Saturday. Imagine over 300 women in all various types of black dresses and pearls. And let me tell you why black dress. There's power in the little black dress. It's not just a fashion statement. Every woman should have 5 things she needs go to Little Black Dress. Gotta have it. Well, you just put it on. It fits. You don't have to just put on a special Spanx or bra. It just go to, and it can go from day to night. You need that power Little Black Dress, number one. Second thing is you need a little black book, just metaphorically speaking. It could be on your cell phone with 5 women that'll talk you down from the ledge. 5 good friends that you say, girl, I need you, come over. 5 good friends that you can just pour your heart out to. 5 good friends that's going to guide you the right way, not mall walking, not spending your money. That you maybe even you guys have an investment club. That's the second thing. So we got a Little Black Dress, a Little Black Book. Again, Little Black Dress and Pearls. There's power in the Little Black Dress. You need a fashion statement piece of jewelry. It can be a big clutch bracelet. It can be a pair of earrings. You need that go-to signature piece that you can walk out and it's a conversation piece. And if you don't have one person to stop you and say, where did you get that? It's not that piece, okay? And you want to have at least one person that, again, that not the phone book, not those 5 women, but you need one good person that's going to mentor you, and nobody's too old for a mentor. Very, very. And you need your money in the black. We need to have our finances in the black. Little Black Dress and Pearl. So that's July 11th. Now, April 16th, April is Financial Literacy Month, okay? I'm having an event called She Build. That's it. Yeah, I said it. She Build. It's an all-female developer and those who want to be developers. Because, we share, we teach at the Henderson Financial Group. And because I am developing and building, I want to share it. It's for everyone. So we're going to have women that are building right now, have projects under construction. We're going to have bankers that loan for these type of projects. We're going to have GCs, female general contractors. And banks have to give away so much money. CRA, Community Redevelopment Act, says you have to give back certain money for underserved areas. We're going to have women that run CRAs for banks. And it's called She Build. It's only $20. We're going to have light bites and, of course, cocktails at the Gibson Plaza, April 16th, She Build. So you'll be seeing more of that. Because, again, is it just me or we women are really sharing this? I don't want to just be the only one. Women are very underrepresented. It's an old boys club, this development piece, this construction thing, the construction hat. Well, let me tell you something. I got my blinged out construction hat. Got to have bling on it. I got to have rhinestones. But it's mine, and I want to share. And again, is it just me, or are we really breaking down this whole crab in the bucket, clawing each other eyes out? That's no fun. That can really mentally mess with you, where you just always, every day you get up, you're thinking about who can I take down to lift myself up? Who can I talk about? If you're still out there gossiping, if you're still out there talking about somebody, that means you're not handling your business. So I think we're changing. I really, really do. So April 16th, She Build. July 11th, Little Black Dress and Pearls, Women, Wisdom, and Wealth. Last year was amazing. We had the senior vice president of Fifth Third Bank, and she donated $25,000 to my Women's Business Council. I spontaneously broke out in tears. I don't think that ever happened. And Robert teased me, you mean not at your weddings? Well, sorry. It's all about the money. I just couldn't help it. I just cried because she gets it. And she gets my passion for it. So I was really, really happy with that. We're ending the first quarter. And I usually, people have this New Year's resolution and what I did last year and what I'm doing this year. How about we sort of assess it quarterly? So we're coming upon the end of the first quarter. Did you work your plan? Last year, I suggested we start from the end and work our way back. Like I saw myself in a blinged out construction hat with the cute gold shovel, taking that ceremony picture, breaking ground. I saw that and worked my way back. So I want you, we're coming up on the end of the first quarter of the year. What's your plan? Have you worked your way back? What do you see? What is your end goal? Is it to have $100,000 liquid? Let's start there and work our way backwards. One of the top things we spend money on is dining out. Let's work our way back and say, I'm going to cut that in half. One thing I can say, my nutritionist, because I buy some of the food from her, I am not eating out. Oh my goodness. I don't eat out a lot anyway, but boy, am I saving. The food I purchase from her is about maybe $60 a week. I could spend that on drinking. Well, I shouldn't say that bad, Linda. On cocktails while having dinner. But I buy my food from her, and because I have to be very disciplined, I just eat what she gives me and I don't eat out. So start at the end. Is it that 100,000 you want? Now, let's start getting you there. Let's cut eating out in half, which means you cut your gas, your fuel bill in half because you're not running around. I had one client that says every time she go out with the girls, she get her makeup done. You believe that? That's $75 a pop just to go out with the girls so that when you take that picture and put it on the gram, you looking flawless like you woke up like that. Ladies, is it just me or we got to stop that? And I know it's a good picture. South Florida has some of the most beautiful restaurants on the water, boats in the background, and you want that Photoshop. But you got to stop that. So let's work our way backwards. Get yourself a plan. Now let's talk about how we can get you there. We have a call on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Linda V. Harris.
That's my girl. Boy, if nobody else called, Ronnie, thank you.
I am standing with you, ma'am. I'm standing right there with you. I'm supporting all that you're saying. And you are right. We are finally coming together. We are supporting each other. I see that. I feel it.
You feel it too, Ronnie? I feel it.
Yes, I feel it. I feel it. And thank God for you. Thank God for you. Because you know what? I mean, I listen to you all the time. Mm-hmm. And, I started out kind of late, as you know.
Right. You always say that, Ronnie. You do say that.
Yes, because, I'm 74 this year. I wish I'd met you and Robert, way back when, but I have learned a lot. And I'm trying to impart this to others, to the younger people. And that's what my goal is. That's what my purpose is, to share and to teach. And that's what I'm doing by listening to you, learning from you guys, and passing it on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for calling and letting me know we are on the air. I'm on the air.
Yes, ma'am. Right. Thank you so much. I love you, Miss Linda.
Love you right back. Have a good day.
Yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We love Ronnie. She's so good. She says she feels it too. And so it's coming through on shows on television. We got females being chiefs of police. We got females kicking butt. We got female superheroes. We got that show Hustlers where the females flip the script on the men. It's just a lot of, is it just me or are we really finally chipping away at being mean girls to each other and choosing collaboration over competition? Yeah. But what I was saying is we have a couple of great events coming up. She-Bill, April 16th, Little Black Dress and Pearls, July 11th. And I'm going to do something called Women on Course. And it's Wine on the Ninth Hole, Wine on 9, yes. It's going to be in September. Most likely it will be at one of the major golf courses, I believe Crandon this year. And the question I get it asked all the time is, Linda, is business still done on the golf course? Yeah, it is. You will find the men there. You will find a lot of businessmen there. It's true. I play a little bit of golf. I'm not the best. I'm not the worst. I did win a trophy once. Yes, it was for best dress golf outfit, but darn it was a trophy. And it's mine and I kept it. So yeah, I do play at it. But it's a game of trust and it's a game of you 3 or 4 hours in a little cart before people. So the conversation goes to business and what do you do? And sometimes they pair you with others. They put you in the foursome. You don't know that person, but by the time the game is over, you do know them. And most likely because it is a semi-expensive sport, there's somebody, of a certain socioeconomic background, and you sit there and you talk, and yes, deals are still done. So when we do our event, it'll be in September. Of course, I'll tell you about it. It's called Women on Course. So I absolutely love that. It's part of my goal to, again, as a female board member and chairwoman of the Women's Council, I'm all about my money and to do events that uplift and empower women, especially financially. So start from the end and work your way up. Now, I've been asked, and I'm jumping all over the place because I'm here solo and I can do this today, and I absolutely love it. In light of this last presidential cycle where we had 6 women, someone asked me, Linda, would you ever run for office? Right now I don't believe I will, because I would have to take a pay cut because they watch you on the money. Very often I've gone in front of commissions and boards, and I've gotten CRA dollars, Community Redevelopment Act dollars. I've gone in front of boards asking to do municipal bond work. And so if I'm in office, I can't do that. You know what I mean? So right now, no, I would have to take a pay cut. I really would. But I am very passionate about being part of decisions that affect people's lives. So I don't know. Never say never. But right now, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I did get asked that question. I was born in Opa-locka. Well, it's Miami Gardens now. And if I do run, I would have to live in that district. But I can't think of a place in Opa-locka I want to live. I'm sorry. I love Opa-locka. But I just can't think of an area that I would want to live in right now. So don't forget we're having our workshop for federal employees. It makes a huge difference. We talked about a plan. I told you about my nutrition I hired. I'm sticking to the plan. I told you guys about working your way from the end and sticking to the plan. Well, federal employees, we're having a free workshop, flying experts in at the office. It makes a difference when you retire. It makes a difference not only the year, not only the month, but the day of the week. It makes a difference. Federal employees are treated differently. You still have pensions. So it makes a difference when you retire, how you do it, especially if you have a spouse. So information is knowledge. Knowledge is power, and applied knowledge is absolute power. Invest in yourself. Come in. It's free, but like Robert said, I don't even want to say it's free because you really do have to get dressed, comb your hair, put on clothes, get in traffic, drive over there. And you're investing your time. You invest your time and we'll take care of the rest. Henderson Financial Group is having a free workshop for federal employees, TSA, Federal Corrections, Department of Agriculture. You follow me? So there's a lot of federal employees out there that really, really need to be there. We absolutely take what we do serious, and it doesn't cost you. We're paying to fly the experts in. We're paying to house them in the hotel. We're taking them to dinner just to give you the information, okay? So go ahead. Yes, it's free, but it's not free because you have to invest your time. And it's very, very important. Every day, I need you to move closer to investing in yourself. Once you define your legacy, then you want to start living in that legacy. And if it's to leave something behind to empower and create generational wealth, I want you to start investing in yourself and working your way backwards. And like I said, Robin and I always say you may have to leave some people behind, which you will. You may have to stop eating out and taking those wonderful photo ops and pictures of food. You just have to stop that. I really think there's a huge correlation between the boom of social media and the increase in eating out budget. Because social media, a big part of it is people taking pictures of food and of them eating food and the location that they're eating food. So many sexy, glamorous restaurants are coming up now because we're out there patronizing them for social media purposes. And it's just, boy, they get in your head. Ladies and gentlemen, it's trickery. I promise you it's trickery. So I want you to just cut back on that eating out. People are spending thousands of dollars. And if you like one of my clients, she get her makeup done to go eat out. Come on. Not to mention the gas and the traffic and the time. Every time you spend moving, going from it, you should be handling your business. I'm not saying don't eat out and have fun. But there's a lot of free events out there. Ask me. There's a lot of happy hours. I'm the happy hour queen. You give me a date, I'll tell you where to go and what time. Because it's not what you make, it's what you keep. It's the money you keep. I have so many clients that make well over 6 figures, and again, nothing to show for it. So I want you to start investing in yourself, define your legacy, and start living your legacy. And what does that mean? Doing what you need to do to leave a legacy, especially financial and generational wealth. No more mall walking, that eat out budget, stop it. I know you consider yourself a foodie, but that's, again, is another term I think was created to separate us from our money, but it's out of control. Getting that luxury car when you know it's too soon. I got to go get 2 tires now. Darn, speaking of cars, but I tell you, it's always something. My 2 front tires, I was told, I don't pay attention to that. So I'm going to go to Costco. But let me tell y'all something. It is not one of those luxury cars that you got to get the special tires that got nitrogen in it. What's it called? Nitrogen, whatever. That's, $800 a piece. I'm going right to Costco, pick what's on sale. I got me a hay hauler car. And again, not that I can't afford the others, but I just don't want to pay $1,000 for an oil change. And that's what you're going to do in those luxury cars. I don't want to pay $800 per tire. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that I choose not to do, not because I can't, but I want to put my money elsewhere. So when I say define your legacy, that's something else you may have to pull back on, and it's okay. But you got to be in the headspace for that. You got to not really care. Remember, we walked through being what a little girl coming up, where you really care about what people think. You got to get in a headspace where you don't care. You know what I mean? I'm not saying come out looking like a bum. I'm not saying don't take pride in everything you do and not walk in excellence. You must do that. But when it costs you money, when it costs have you wasting money, that's when I want you to say it doesn't matter. And I'm not going to let Madison Avenue and all the advertisers get in my head and separate me from my money. That's what I'm talking about. So, again, define your legacy. Start living it. The eat out budget, the mall walkers, the luxury car when you know it is too soon. And retail therapy. Retail therapy. Again, I went to a nutritionist. It's cheaper than buying a new wardrobe. My wardrobe is expensive. I like what I like. And it's getting tight and snug on me now. I'm not having that. And I'm not buying any more clothes. So no more retail therapy. You know what I'm saying? I go to a lot of events. I tailor my wardrobe around it. And I be darned if I'm going to outgrow it. Just get too wide for it. So no more retail therapy, ladies. If it's something bothering you, fix it. Get help. Go to a nutritionist, a psychiatrist, a psychologist. Invest in yourself. Not just your intellectual self, but your mental self. I know we're nurturers. I know we're fixers. I know I got you. I'm going to take care of everybody and everything. But who's taking care of you? Who? We're examples to our daughters. We're raising our men. But who's taking care of mama? Who's taking care of auntie? Who's taking care of godmama? And I want you to start being really strategic in this thing called networking, because it's a whole new industry. A lot of women's empowerment events, workshops, She-Terpreneur, Her Story. Get it? Instead of history, her story. A lot of events going on. But I want you to be strategic. Don't just go to be on the scene and have that fly suit or dress on with your Louboutins. Every time I go somewhere, I'm finding out who's going to be there. Is it a CRA banker I want to see? Is it that president of the bank that hasn't been calling me back and I know they're a guest speaker? Is it that male contractor that I know I need something from and he's not responding? Be strategic on your networking, because your networking controls your net worth. You follow me? Don't just do it just to be on the scene. That's easy to do. Be strategic on where you go, because you are investing your time, even for the free events. Like I was mentioning in our workshop, it's free, but it's not free because you're investing your time. So this is the first Saturday of Women's History Month. I'm Linda V. Harris, Vice President of the Henderson Financial Group. This is 1210, the woman. Okay, it's really the man, but I'm declaring it today because I'm solo by myself and I can do it. There's no Robert on this side. There's no Keith on this side. I'm alone. So it is 1210, the woman. Happy Women's History Month, ladies. It's something new in the air for us. It really, really is. Collaboration over competition. Let's be very strategic on everything we do. Let's support and uplift each other. And let's get serious about our money. There's still a wealth gap. There's still a gap in funding for businesses. But I submit to you, if we support women-owned businesses, we will create so many more millionaires. We really will. Let's invest in ourselves. Let's define our legacy and start living it and start doing everything that we need to do to create it. Surround yourself with people that's going to contribute to that legacy and get you closer to that legacy you want to live and leave behind. I'm really serious about it. And you can have fun doing it. I mean, I hope I'm not sounding like this is a lot of work and doom and gloom and where's the fun in this? And, because listen, a sister love to look good. Sister love a little bling. A sister love to eat out just like the next person. And I submit to you, you can do all of that. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't want you to do all of that stuff, but I want you to stay focused. And for the men, I don't know how y'all can just date. Man, you talk about getting broke. But women, once we accept all of these dates, what's your time going to? Instead of reading a book, we out there just going out. Again, there's nothing wrong with it. But the difference between people with money and without is that discipline and things they do and how they spend their time. You show me somebody successful, and I'll show you someone that has mastered time management. And honey, they do not waste a lot of time. They just don't. I tell people, if I look in my calendar in my phone, which is still an iPhone 7, I don't believe in all that upgrade just because it came out. Sorry. So my little iPhone 7, I don't know if y'all can see it. I know where I'm going to be from now until about October. That's time management between now and that, only because I have to. I can't be all over the place. I got to know my schedule. I got to manage my time. I got to be strategic. And I got to take care of me mentally, spiritually. I got to get my sleep. I got to say, no, I'm doing nothing this weekend. And that comes with time management. I got to know my deadlines when I need to get this report in or that report in or construction drawings out or a meeting in front of this commission. I got to know that. So time management is important. And when you pull several ways, ladies, again, I know we're nurturers and we take care of everybody, but who's taking care of you? You got to take care of yourself, especially your health. And for all my mothers out there, I know it's hard, especially mothers of girls who are going through what we've been through, what society tells us how we should look and feel and do and act and wear and who to date and what to drive. And where to be. I know you're mothers of girls going through that, and it's hard, and very often they don't want to listen because, let's face it, sometimes we didn't. But hang in there. Hang in there. You're doing a great job. You know why? Because you're doing the best you can. You're doing the best you can. And I want you, to my mothers, to lead by example. Don't say one thing and do something else. Don't say don't date a knucklehead and bring a knucklehead home. You follow me? Because they are watching. So again, I'm Linda V. Harris, Vice President of the Henderson Financial Group. Let me give our office number out. Consultations are free. Again, this is a movement, not a moment. And we love what we do. The office is 305-825-1444. 305-825-1444. Give us a call. We can do a consultation over the phone. You can come in, sip tea, relax. Let me know where you are now, where you want to be. Let's come up with a plan to get you there. Let's work it backwards. And our consultations are free because, for us, it's just hard to say, you're going to the big box firms, $200 an hour if you don't have $500,000 net worth. It's hard to charge an individual that just want to do better. It's very hard, and it'll be a little hypocritical of us to do that. So we say, come as you are. Now, you got to be serious now. Robert used to get on my case, and I had to back down and finally tell him he's right. We're not a social working firm. When you are ready, then you come to us. Don't come expecting us to make you ready and make you have a certain mindset. Come with us ready to get the work done. Are you ready to do the work, as Iyanla Vanzant says? Are you ready to do the work? Because if you are, come join our movement. Again, the office number is 305-825-1444. Henderson Financial Group, full service financial planning firm. We absolutely love what we do, and we've been in business over 27 years. Over 27 years. And I want you on this first Saturday of Women's History Month, to my ladies, again, every day I want you to think about moving closer to where you want to be. I know it's not easy, but it's doable. Other people are doing it. You show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Who you're surrounding yourself with. What are you, how you living every day? Are you managing your time? What are you doing? You know what? I did not do the word of the day. Oh, well, he's not here. We'll let Robert handle that when he comes back. I see Rosie in the studio doing her thing. She looks so powerful behind that control board. It's a good look. It's a very, very good look. I wish I knew how to run the control boards. One day I'm going to learn. But right now, I am building buildings and just trying to each one teach one, reach one. Don't forget the event April 16th, She Build, for female developers and those who want to be. Give me a call. Call the office, 305-825-1444. Take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Don't panic over coronavirus. And I want you to have a wonderful weekend.